The big ammunition test with the Diana Stormrider caliber 5.5 millimeters.
Bay State Red Wolf Heritage, Huben K1 at the shooting range.
Steyr Pro X.
Servus, thanks for dropping in. Yeah. Yeah.
Servus, thanks for dropping in, and I welcome you to a longer video today. It's a lot of shooting because today we make the big ammunition test of the Diana Stormrider in caliber 5.5 millimeters. I hope you have recently, 3-4 weeks ago, already seen my review of the Diana Stormrider 5.5 millimeter. I tested a 4.5 millimeter before, but since a 5.5 millimeter shoots very different, it's definitely worth it to take another look at this one and especially help you today to make a pre-selection of Diabolos that you want to test in your Stormrider 5.5 millimeters, because yeah, they should run well with these ones. There's an incredible number of different Diabolos and different slugs in caliber 5.5 millimeters. I'll leave out the very heavy stuff because they just don't make sense. There are, for example, JSB, the Beast Diabolos with 2.2 grams at 7.5 joule is really heavy, and there are 40 grain slugs from H&N, for example. These are things that we simply don't need to test at 7.5 joule. We would need 40 to 60 joule upwards, therefore it makes no sense. I chose a lot of pellets, so I'm just going to start right away. I'm going to tell you a lot of things while doing it. The most important thing is how I built up the test this time. I got some tips from you last time, how I could make it even better and how it could be, let's say, more balanced. Between every type I shoot, I'll fill the rifle again to exactly 200 bar pressure, and I will clean the barrel twice with my AHG 507 line, and then I will take 10 to 20 shots with the Diabolos so the barrel acclimates to the lead. So there will be a cut between each type I shoot. Do not wonder, because there happens a whole lot of work in between. We want to make it as realistic as possible. Of course, there's still the human factor. Surely, if I tremble a little bit, the Diabolos or the rifle can't do anything about it. But I think I can shoot reasonably well, that we can rate the whole thing afterwards. Now we start. As first, I chose H&N Exact Spike. It is a pellet in caliber 5.5 millimeters. Perhaps I say right away that I shoot with single shot adapter. I load every shot separately. What of course is very important, do not pay attention to whether they are exactly in the middle of the target, since we have different weights. I would otherwise have to adapt the rifle and scope settings exactly on this ammunition every time. It's not about shooting exactly in the center, but it's about the spread being as close as possible. So now I've said a little bit about it, the safety is off, and we'll take the first shots. The trigger of the Stormrider, I said it in the review already, is really good. It is the Diana improved trigger with a nice pre-travel and very clear pressure point and a not too heavy trigger weight. Yeah, looks quite neat. Of course, I have to make sure to pull the trigger blade with the middle of the last finger segment and pull straight to the back so I don't blow the shots. I'd say we always take 8 to 10 shots, I'd say. These pellets work really well. Yeah, always hit the same hole. Really like it a lot. Now we do another one. And I think we have done enough. I pulled a little to the right. I would like to ignore this one when measuring now. I'll show you the result. Okay, next target is in. Next I take a really heavy JSB Exact Monster, redesigned. Pellet used a lot in bench rest. However, I have to add it will probably be a little bit heavy. But anyway, we just want to try it out and see what kind of result we can get with this one. Okay, let's take a few shots. You see already? The hit of course lands far further down. 1.645 grams. 1.645, yeah. Whoa. What a pity. The first three were close together, but that was no mistake from me. That one was better. JSB unfortunately sometimes have that one flyer in between. Flyer means one that goes somewhere else where it should go. But the result is still fine nevertheless. We'll take another one. And you see they are also quite close to each other. But the spread of the H&N Excite spike looked a bit better. Those were the JSB Exact Jumbo Monster redesign, and I'll show you the close-up. Next I chose the H&N Barracuda 15. 15 meaning it weighs 15 grains, being 1.03 grams. The H&N are always a bit tighter than the JSB Diabolos, lead-wise. And let's see what the Stormrider likes better. You see immediately the sample lands much higher up. It has quite a bit less weight. Works great with the rifle rest. I can hold it absolutely still. Well, what you can say already, we have now tested 3 completely different Diabolos, and the little Stormrider shoots them all really precise. It's not like there are any that produce a spread of 10 centimeters. But of course we continue to test. You can see I checked the Diabolos before loading them, so there are no squashed ones in between. Would of course falsify the test. But yeah, I also like these really, really well. Another one. Okay. H&N Barracuda 15. Let's have a look at the close-up. H&M Barracuda 15, also a super spread. I refilled the gun quickly, put this aside, and we go to the next. Just for some variety, we take JSB Hades 0.22 with a weight of 1.03 grams, so also 15.89 grains. They look spectacular, these heads. Let's see how the performance is. I haven't gotten them to perform well in too many rifles, I have to admit. Let's see what a Stormrider does with it. That looks pretty good. It's crazy. Scope, I have a Hawk Vantage 2 to 7 x 32 AO and a Hawk mount medium high for 11mm prism rail. That's a scope I can absolutely recommend for the Stormrider. Best value for money from my point of view in this price range. Yeah, you can see already they are not quite as good from my point of view. They wander around a bit. Once above, once below. Everything, of course, nevertheless on a high level. You must remember that we have no 2000 euro match gun here, but a really cost-efficient compressed air rifle. Another shot. You can buy the rifle, of course, at my partner at www.action-shop24.de. There you also get the sister model in caliber 4.5mm, and of course you also get both models with a wooden stock. One more shot. Yeah, that was further up again. And we'll look at the close-up. Okay. Away with the Hades. Next. H&N Field Target Trophy Green. So lead-free Diabolos. Lead-free Diabolos are a lot firmer material-wise. Don't worry, lead-free Diabolos do not harm any barrels. People often ask that. The barrels are still a lot harder than the Diabolos. Let's see if the little Stormrider can handle them well. You see again, very lightweight. Let's see what it says. 0.62 grams. they fly a lot faster. They're landing further up, but yeah, as I said, no problem at all. You can adapt your gun and scope to your ammunition. Yeah, this little thing is magic. For everybody who wants to shoot lead free or just want to have no lead on their hands, or shooting in their garden or in the apartment where small children or pets are, or you say you do not want to handle lead. And for them you can already say not quite as precise as the siblings made of lead, but still absolutely a respectable result. Yes, we'll also take a closer look at this. Okay, I cleaned the gun again. Next, JSB Exact Jumbo, 5.50 millimeters, have a weight of 1.03 grams or 15.89 grain. Again, a little softer lead. Very important, again, the cup control. So it remains fair. At AirGhandi.de/en you will find over 100 different reviews about air rifles and air pistols. Just have a look. You can compare the weapons on the basis of some different criteria. And this little all-rounder continues to do great work and also shoots the JSB Exact Jumbo in 5.50 very well. Also the stock has a nice grip. If you want or need to save the few euros compared to the wooden stock, that's not a bad choice, this synthetic version. I must say, from shot to shot, I like the gun better and better. I thought it's good before. I thought it was good in 4.5 millimeters. And I think for all those who are starting the hobby or really do not have or don't want to spend so much money, they can also shoot a proper PCP gun. And I can go on for an hour like that. These were the JSB Exactly Jumbo 5.50. Okay, now I will take the H&M Barracuda 18. We had the 15 before. These here have 1.175 grams, meaning 18 grain. Therefore the name. Again, a little firmer lead. The caps look great. and they come a little deeper than the lighter ones, of course. But as long as the precision is right, it's all the same. Of course, you can also shoot with magazine. 7 shots magazine is included. That one is not good. But especially with such precision tests, I just love the single shot magazine. That one was a bit far left. Whoppa. Take a new one. They stray a bit more from what I see here. But of course we will also take a closer look then. Okay, we connected a hole. Or the 2 holes. Yeah. Do not like this one. This is better. You see that loading with the single shot adapter also goes really smooth. The loading hedge is big enough, and I don't have the smallest hands. After doing this 20-30 times, it's no challenge at all. One more shot. Repeating goes really smooth. You have to pull a little tight, but not too much. And it has a nice rubber coating on the side, so you can repeat even with wet or sweaty hands. And we zoom in for the result. Yeah, this is really an extensive test. You can almost take a snack in between. H&N Barracuda 18. Now we try something new. I take the FX Hybrid slugs, which are supposed to be a mixture of slug and Diabolo. It weighs 22 grains, about 1.3, 1.4 grams out of my head. Let's see. So far went in easily. Until now I didn't have good results in any rifle with those. Well, you've seen it. Stuck in the barrel. Big nope. Shit. Well, this one still inside. I'll get a brush, a cleaning rod, and clean up the gun again. Yeah, it has beautiful grooves from the barrel inside, but it did not come out. Let's see if we have more success with the Hype Diabolos from H&M with the Hornets. They look spectacular with their golden tip. They are also quite heavy, I think. 1.05, no, that's fine. Let's see if they come out the front. Yeah, went through. They even seem to stay together. But unfortunately not quite. Unfortunately not quite. It's not bad by any stretch, but I think we had a few earlier that were of course more precise. Hunting is forbidden to us in Germany. Nevertheless, many shooters like to shoot hunting Diabolos or slugs. Yeah. One more. all a bit far apart. We look at the spread of the H&N Hornets in the close-up. Okay, I needed to drink a sip. 3 swords to go. We have really pushed through quite a few shots already and cleaned the rifle a lot. Next I take the Edgar Diabolos, 1.03 grams, 5.52 millimeters. There are JSB Diabolos underneath. Should be an extra precise and good charge. Let's see what our little Stormrider says about it. I like what I see so far. Yeah, I like it. One more, and I think that looks good. Yes. Let's have a close look at Edgar Diabolos 5.52. Okay, SD penultimate variant, H&N Barracuda green. Green, you hear it, we have lead-free tin Diabolos again. They are light, but have a different shape than the field target trophies. They go in nice and easy, I guess they land a bit higher. Oh, they seem to be not quite as popular with this gun. The first 2 shots were quite far apart. This one came out below again. Do not wonder, that happens when the weight is not so high and they don't flatten, because they're relatively firm. Yeah, it came out back again at the bottom. Oh well, I think we can give up. These are, well, I would not recommend them. Unfortunately, do not work so well in the Stormrider. Since these were the last lead-free ones, if you want to shoot unleaded, stay with the H&N Field Target Trophy Green. As the last type, I have now the JSB Exact Jumbo RS, 0.87 grams, 13.43 grains. They are the lightest lead Diabolos we had in the test. Let's see what the Stormrider says about it. Let's go. That was a bit deep, strange. It was not up to me. It's a bit to the right. I don't think these are the Stormrider's favorite Diabolos either. Looks a little bit out of shape, the spread. Yes, let's leave it at that. We are not getting better. Okay, we will have a closer look at the last type as well. Yes, I cleaned 12 times, I refilled the rifle 12 times, I put a little bit of lead in the barrel every time. You know, it takes a few shots until the gun is again accurate after cleaning it. Therefore I have put a little bit of lead from the type I was testing in it. From my point of view, there are two favorites. For one, the JSB Jumbo Exact with 5.50 millimeters, and the ones with the best spread, the AirGhandi 5.50 millimeter with 1.03 grams. I hope it was entertaining for you. I hope you saw what a multi-talent we have here, because what I found out and proved in this test is that the Stormrider actually works well with all Diabolos swords. Some a bit more than others, but nothing was really disastrous, except, well, yes, I'd say slugs do not make sense. You have seen I tested FX hybrid slugs and they got stuck, so I didn't take anything else even heavier, because that wouldn't have turned out any better. This means stick with Diabolos. You can of course make your own tests, and I would be very happy if you post these results here as a comment under the video and just say what worked well for you. The Stormrider 5.5mm is for the thrifty and the hobby shooter an absolute recommendation. Thank you very much again for watching. I thank the Action Shop 24 for providing the gun. I had a ton of fun. I wish you all the best. See you next week again. Ciao, servus, says AirGhandi.